to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a huge Sephora haul. I've been picking up so many good things from Sephora recently, and I'm extra excited about today's video because this video is actually sponsored by Sephora, and I am just really happy about that because, as you guys know, Sephora is one of my favorite brands ever. I am a huge makeup lover and makeup junkie, and I spend tons of money at Sephora, as you guys know, and I always do videos sharing my favorite products and just new purchases with you. And so when they reached out, I was thrilled. It's like such a dream come true, and hopefully you guys are just as excited to see a lot of new products that have recently launched at Sephora from so many amazing brands. And before we dive into all of that, I wanted to mention the Sephora Beauty Insider program. If you haven't already heard of it, it is an amazing program that you can sign up for free. And basically there are 3 tiers. There are Rouge members, VIB members, and insiders. You can sign up to be an insider for free today, so I'll have that link in the description box of this video. And basically you just get lots of perks depending on your tier within the program. Some of those perks include free birthday gifts, money off of your order, exclusive access to new products, and a lot more. So like I said, all of that information will be in the description box if you want to sign up, as well as links to all of the products that I'm going to talk about today. So you're not going to want to miss that. And yeah, let's just dive into the goodies. So first up, a product that is really new that just dropped honestly a few days ago when I'm filming this, that I have not tried yet, but I am so excited to. And that is the Rare Beauty Kind Words matte lipstick and lip liner. So here are what these two products look like outside of their packaging. I have heard amazing things about both of these, so I'm very excited to try them. I got both of them in the shade Humble, which I believe is like a pretty neutral mauve. Very pretty color. Looks like something that I will definitely be able to wear daily. I think this is going to be perfect for my skin tone and a lot of other skin tones as well. And the lip liner seems really creamy as well. One thing that I like about this is that it's actually a twist up lip liner, so you're not gonna have to worry about sharpening it or anything, which is just kind of cool and something that's unique to my collection. So here are the swatches for those two products. Like I said, a very beautiful neutral pink color. Another one of the products that I'm most excited about is a new eyeshadow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Nouveau eyeshadow palette. Once again, this is something that I've heard amazing things about. I've watched a lot of reviews on this palette, and honestly, people are raving about it. Everyone is saying that this isn't as powdery as a lot of the other Anastasia palettes are. So you do have a nice big mirror upon opening the palette, and here are what the shades look like. I mean, it is just an absolutely gorgeous palette. They really thought of everything here. I love a good green tone shadow, so this is like right up my alley with the greens mixed in with the neutrals and then that one pop of purple there. And normally I would think this purple is a little bit random in the palette, and maybe it is, but the reviews that I have seen, everyone is raving about that shade. It applies gorgeously and it's just such a unique shade, so I'm actually really excited about it. And I have swatched a few of these already and they are incredible. Just a few of the shimmers, I mean, oh my god, they just literally glide on like butter. This green one I'm so excited about. So here are the 4 swatches that I did for this palette. You can see the 2 shimmers there, the green and more neutral, and then you have a neutral matte shadow here on the side of my hand, and then that beautiful purple shade. So overall, I think that these are really beautiful shades so far that I've swatched, and I think that you could create a lot of beautiful eyeshadow looks with this palette. So I'm super excited about it. I've basically purchased like all of the Anastasia palettes, so this one was a no-brainer for me. Another eyeshadow palette that I picked up that is quite a bit smaller is this one from Pat McGrath Labs. It is the mini eyeshadow palette in Midnight Voyage. I mean, it is just adorable, and it is still a little bit pricey for what it is. Pat McGrath is a very luxurious, high quality makeup brand, but here are what the shadows look like in this palette. This one is definitely more of a neutral tone palette with a hint of purple, which is going to be gorgeous moving into the fall months. Pat McGrath shadows are hands down my favorite shadows of all time. I mean, they are just stunning and so easy to work with. If you are kind of a beginner in the makeup world and you're not sure why your eyeshadows are going on patchy a lot of times, it is because of the quality of your shadows or the quality of your brushes. For me, I don't care what brush I'm using, Pat McGrath shadows just go on like silk. It's incredible. So I highly recommend trying out some of their shadows, and this mini palette is a great way to do that. And this is also a Black owned beauty brand, which is really cool. So if you are interested in supporting a lot of the Black owned beauty brands at Sephora, this is one of them. I think they have a whole section on their website about Black owned beauty brands, so I will be sure to link that full list for you guys below. Another Black owned beauty brand from Sephora is Fenty Beauty, of course, by Rihanna. And this is one of my favorite brands at Sephora, as I'm sure it is a lot of yours. This is a very, very popular brand at Sephora, and for good reason. They make a lot of really incredible products. This is a newer one I am so excited about, and I actually wasn't that excited about it when I bought it. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, it's new, I gotta give it a try. But then I received it and I opened it and swatched it and I fell in love, you guys. So this is the Toasted Swirl Bronze Shimmer Powder, and it is in the shade Pecan Swiller. Do you guys say pecan or pecan? I like go back and forth. I mean, first of all, can we talk about the outside packaging? This is so beautiful in like a marble gold print. Once again, a nice big mirror on this product as well. And here is what she looks like on the inside. It is just a gorgeous marble mixture of a bronze shade and a gorgeous gold shimmer. As you can see, I've already done some swatching on this product, and I will swatch it for you guys here in a minute, but it is so pretty. I mean, definitely don't get this thinking you're getting a bronzer. It is absolutely, as it says, a shimmer powder. It is very shimmery, very gold on the skin. So I'm just going to swirl all around to get all of the color, and it just is such a beautiful texture. Like, I have never really felt a powder this silky smooth and thin. It's not creamy necessarily. It's not thick. It is just a very lightweight powder that's just going to glide onto your skin. So here is the swatch of that product. I hope you can tell what I'm talking about. Like, it just adds like almost like a filter to your skin. Like, it just looks so smooth, and of course catches the light beautifully, and it definitely has that gold sheen. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with this product because, especially on my skin tone, I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna look. I have a very medium skin tone, so I think I can definitely get away with like doing it as a more dramatic highlight and just being kind of light-handed with it. I also think this is gonna be something that's gorgeous across like your collarbone with a nice tan. I think this is going to be insanely pretty on darker skin tones as well. I mean, I can just picture this on a really deep skin tone and the gold just popping. So if you have a deeper skin tone, absolutely check this one out. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I think it's unique to my collection, and I just love brands coming out with new innovative products like this. I also recently picked up two different translucent setting powders, so I'll mention both of those now. The first one is by Refi, and this one I actually picked up a couple orders ago, and I have been testing it out already, but I wanted to throw it in here because it is fairly new, and I wanted to let you guys know what I think about it. So this is the Skin Finish water-based powder. As soon as I saw water-based, I was like, I've got to try this out. That sounds so interesting. Once again, new, innovative. It's like nothing else that I already own. So I definitely had to try it out, and I'm glad that I did because I actually really like this product for the summertime. So here is what the powder looks like. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but that is kind of the gist of the packaging and the texture of the powder. So you have a very, very fine translucent powder, and the water-based I was very interested in because that kind of sounds scary. I feel like if I have my makeup done and then I put water on it, it's like going to all go away, right? But it is still very mattifying, and I do think that it does a really good job at blurring my pores, which is something that I always look for in a powder, so that's a plus. What I did notice about the water-based formula though is that it actually feels wet when you put it on, and I did not expect that because it's a powder, you know? I got some on my brush, and as soon as I kind of tap it on my skin, I feel a little bit of like that slight light, wet texture. It goes away pretty fast, especially once you blend it in, but it's like a cooling powder almost. Like, it feels very interesting on the skin. Refi is a brand that I absolutely adore. I really like all of the products that I've tried from them. So I think this one is no different. Am I going to use it every single day? No, but I think it's a great powder to wear when I'm going to be outside, maybe like at a festival or in the heat or something like that. I find that this wears really well for summertime specifically. The other powder I just picked up, it literally got delivered yesterday, and this is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Ultra Blur. I love the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I have the jumbo of it right here. I use this baby daily. It is just my ride or die holy grail translucent setting powder. It is my claim to fame. It is what I feel like makes my face matte all day long. I just can't get enough of it. I always go back to it. So as soon as I saw that Laura Mercier was coming out with a new, updated, different formula translucent setting powder, I knew I had to try it, just because in my opinion, Laura Mercier is the absolute queen of setting powders. That's just my opinion. I know not everyone likes the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, but for me, it's just the best at keeping my face matte all day long. And girl, believe me, I've tried every setting powder out there. The Hourglass, the Huda Beauty, the Fenty Beauty, the Tatcha. I've tried the Too Faced Peach Powder. I've tried Jaclyn Cosmetics. I've tried everything, and I always go back to Laura Mercier. So this one I was super interested in because it says Ultra Blur, and I love that. I just want to look like I have a filter on my skin when I don't, you know? And I love the packaging of this one. It's just like a matte kind of finish, and it's all very neutral. It just looks very clean to me. And like I said, I haven't tried this one out yet, so I'll have to keep you guys updated on my thoughts, but it looks very similar to the original, but with the matte packaging. I have a feeling they're trying to really play up that blurring matte effect. I have high hopes for this. I really hope it's just as good, if not better, than the original, and I will be the happiest girl on earth. I did pick up a new concealer to try. This is by Huda Beauty. It is the hashtag Faux Filter Luminous Matte Liquid Concealer. I got the shade Sugar Biscuit 3.5 in. I personally have had really good luck with Huda Beauty complexion products. I really like the Faux Filter foundation. It worked for me very well. I love a good full coverage matte finish, so I loved that foundation, and when I saw they had a Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer, I had to give it a try. I have heard good things about this so far. It has a pretty large doe foot applicator, which I like. I feel like it's going to apply very nicely, so that's a plus. I always love trying new concealers. Once again, I have a holy grail, but I'm always looking for like that new, better than the rest concealer. This is an exciting product I've been hearing everyone talk about this summer. It is by Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. It is basically a cream bronzer that is infused with hyaluronic acid and vitamin D. Once again, packaging of this product is stunning. Everyone's been killing it on the packaging lately. Gigantic mirror, of course. And then here is what the product looks like. I got the shade number 2 medium. And this is just a giant cream bronzer. So if you are into cream bronzer at all, I would highly suggest this one. I've heard amazing things about the formula. So far, just watching it, I can tell that it's probably gonna be a formula that I really like. I will have to try it over top of powders because that's usually how I wear my cream products. So as long as it passes that test, then we're good to go. But overall, just the size alone is an incredible selling point, because if you are into cream bronzers, this one is gonna be one that is going to last you for quite some time. So yeah, I'll have to try this one out and keep you guys updated, but Charlotte Tilbury has amazing reviews across the board. You really can't go wrong with any of her products. Let's talk a couple SPF products quickly, because the summertime is not quite over yet. So I picked up this product from Habit. It is the N41 Mister SPF 41 sunscreen. So basically this is just a sunscreen mister, and I picked this up because I thought it would be really nice to just use throughout the day. It is a floral botanic mister. So this is what it looks like. It is a pretty small bottle, which I kind of like, because usually a product like this I'm just gonna want to throw in my purse. So I like the size of this. Let's just give it a test right now. I'm getting kind of like an oily vibe from it. I'm gonna spray some on my hand and see. So it feels oily in the air. I don't know if that makes sense, but it definitely feels oily in the air. Once I put it on my hand though, it doesn't seem too oily. I mean, you can't really see it. I don't think it changed my face makeup too much. Although I will say the mister on this is not the most even thing in the world. I felt like I would like get some here and some here, but there would be like a gap in the middle. So that could be why I didn't feel like it changed my makeup. I'll definitely have to play around with this and see how it wears with my makeup throughout the day. But I just love a good SPF that's easy to apply throughout the day. Speaking of SPF, but something that you don't really apply throughout the day, but more so in the morning when you're doing your skincare routine or your makeup routine. This is by First Aid Beauty and it is a mineral sunscreen, SPF 30. It is safe for sensitive skin. It has zinc oxide in it. But I have just been hearing the best things about this, specifically any mineral sunscreen, which I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I don't really know much about this topic. So let me know in the comments, is mineral sunscreen like different than regular sunscreen? Obviously it is, but just like what are the benefits, I guess. Anyways, if you're like hip to the mineral sunscreen thing, let me know some information down below. I just picked it up because I've heard really good things about the product and that's what I do here, is test new products. So yeah, I really like the packaging of this so far. First Aid Beauty is a really highly reputable brand, so I trust any of their products. The pump on this is just great, super easy to use. Rubs out pretty nicely on the back of my hand. It definitely goes on white, but by the time you get everything rubbed out, it does not seem to leave a white cast whatsoever. So that's always a plus. I can't stand a sunscreen that is going to look all white on me. This one seems like it's gonna do well under makeup, but of course I'll have to try it out a couple times to really be able to know. Makeup by Mario recently released 2 new products. I ordered these a few weeks ago, but I actually have not really gotten around to trying either of them. The first one is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. It says it is an all-over warming complexion. I got mine in the shade light medium. Here's what the outside packaging looks like, just super sleek. And then here is the product itself, which honestly I was a little surprised by because this doesn't necessarily look like a light medium shade to me, but we'll just kind of have to see once I apply it to my skin. And to be honest, I'm a little confused what this product is. It says it is an all-over warming complexion. So I'm assuming this is just kind of like a cream bronzer, but you don't want to call it a cream bronzer. But just swatching it, to me, it seems kind of like a cream bronzer. So that's kind of what I would say. It's maybe a little bit lighter than a bronzer would be. I feel like a lot of cream bronzers are very like contour focused, and this one is just more of a bronzing focus. It is going to be a little bit more subtle. Maybe that's kind of what it's trying to say. If you're looking for a lighter, kind of more flexible cream bronzer, I would say this might be a good product to check out. And then the other product from Makeup by Mario is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. It is a radiant skin powder, and I got the shade medium. So as you can see, this kind of just looks like a gradient of a champagne gold into a nice bronze shade. So once again, a very unique product. I wasn't necessarily sure how to use this, but I think you can just kind of swirl the two together and just kind of apply it all over as a shimmery bronzer. At least the shade I got, that's kind of how I would use it. As you can see, just by me swatching them, the two shades did kind of mix together. So it might be something where you would feel more comfortable just using the lighter shade over here, which is just kind of like a traditional powder. Has a little bit of shimmer in it, but not anything that's super glittery. And then you could just use the bronzer by itself as well as more of just a normal bronzer. So it's really up to you. It's definitely something that you can get a lot of use out of in a few different ways. Some hair care products. I had to pick up the new Sol de Janeiro Hair Brazilian Milky Leave-In Conditioner. I'm obsessed with the Boom Boom scent. It is amazing. I have so many bottles of it and I have bought every single product that they come out with in that scent. So of course I had to pick up this one. I love a good leave-in conditioner too. I mean, I use it every single time I wash my hair. I definitely know I'll get good use out of this. It says that it weightlessly hydrates, detangles, and protects from heat. So all of the things that I look for in a leave-in conditioner. And I also love the packaging of this one because it makes it really easy to just apply to your hair directly out of the shower. And the smell is the exact same as the original Boom Boom cream, and you just can't beat that smell. It is the best scent on planet Earth. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I also picked up this product product by Amika. It is the Dream Routine Overnight Hydration Treatment. My hair gets very, very dry. I put a lot of heat on it. I do a lot of styling, and I actually recently added a little bit of blonde to it. So of course that's inevitably going to dry it out a little bit as well. So anything to bring a little bit of hydration back to my hair, I'm always interested in. And I like that you can apply this product on damp or dry hair right before bed. That just makes it super easy because I don't wash my hair super often. So I love a product that I can also use on dry hair. And this is perfect for that. I love the packaging too. It's just so cute. And once again, it has a pump for really easy dispensing and applying to your hair. I think this is my last hair product by Briogeo. Am I saying that right? I don't know. I always second guess myself. But this is their Superfoods Banana and Coconut Soft Wave Texture Spray. I used to love and live for texture sprays in high school. That's honestly all I would use, which I had like much healthier, much more gorgeous hair then. And it literally was just so easy to style. I would just get out of the shower, put a texture spray in it, and it would just have the most gorgeous waves. I don't know what happened to that. Probably because I overprocessed and dyed it in high school and college. But anyways, I wanted to try a new texture spray to see if I can achieve that same look. So I picked up this one. The scent sounded amazing for summertime. I do have a couple more trips coming up here in the next few months. So I think this might be a good one to travel with, especially if you're at a beach location. Just once you get in from the pool or whatever, if you don't want to wash your hair, just kind of wet your hair and apply this, and you're going to be able to let it air dry and have such cute beachy waves. So I'm going to talk about my last few makeup products before we dive into a few skincare and in the video. But I did want to mention a few blushes that I recently picked up. First are the new Benefit boxed blushes. I went crazy for their boxed powders back in the day. They still have a lot of the originals like Hula, Dallas I think is one of them, but they recently came out with a ton of new shades and blushes. So here's what they look like, the same adorable boxed blush packaging with the designs on the front, but they actually got rid of the brush, so they are a lot skinnier now, which is perfect for storage. So I got two shades. The first is Terra, and this one I've been using so much, like almost every single day. It's just a beautiful everyday color. I don't know what about it, but it just applies seamlessly. Like sometimes with blushes, I feel like they're never perfect. They either apply way too heavy or I have to dip into them a million times and it's frustrating. Something about this one, I literally just tap into it twice and apply it to my cheeks, and it's just the perfect amount every time. It's actually the blush that I have on today. I'm not sure if you can tell, it's like a little bit light on my face today, but such a gorgeous shade. If you have a similar skin tone to me, you're going to love this one. And then I also got Pom Pom, which I actually haven't used yet, but this looks like another everyday shade for me, something that I would grab for out of my collection a million times. So I'm equally excited about this one, and as much as I've been loving the Terra shade, I'm sure I'm going to love this one just as much. And then the last blush that I picked up is by RMS Beauty. I heard Stephanie from Babs Beauty raving and raving and raving about these blushes, so I had to pick one up. I put on a restock notification and ordered it immediately when I saw one pop back up. This is in the shade Sangria, and you guys, once again, one of my favorite blushes I've ever tried. I've been really having good luck with blushes, and the packaging of these is stunning. Like, look at that geometric shape. I mean, it just shines and shimmers in the light. Absolutely beautiful. Another one that I've been wearing non-stop lately. It does have this beautiful sheen to it. It's not a shimmer, it's not a glitter, but it's just kind of like a shiny sheen on top of your cheeks. It's gorgeous. It just makes you look like you're glowing, and the shade is really beautiful as well. So I would highly suggest picking up any of these blushes too. I also picked up a couple highlighters from House Labs by Lady Gaga, and I have been using this one already. I got two of them. I'm not sure where the other one is, but I haven't tried it. It's the silver one, which I kind of just got more for really intense dramatic makeup, not necessarily everyday makeup like I'm wearing today. But this one is in the shade Sunstone, and it is a more neutral one. So here it is. It looks a little geometric, kind of like that blush I just showed you. The look of it is gorgeous. I mean, it looks like it's going to be an incredible highlighter. I do like it, but it's definitely not as intense as you would think. So here's the swatch. It's not anything that's like super blinding. It does have a beautiful sheen, as you can see, but it's not anything that's going to, you know, knock your socks off per se, but it is still a nice product. It just kind of depends on what type of highlighter you like. If you like something that's still beautiful, but a little bit more subtle, then this might be your jam. And lastly for makeup, we have a new lip product from Urban Decay. So this is the Vice Lip Bond Unbreakable Liquid Lip Color. It is in the shade Please. I love a good liquid lipstick, so I had to try this new formula. The packaging's really pretty. It's like a chrome look, like very shiny. And then here is the applicator. Seems like a nice, easy to use applicator. Upon first swatch, it is very, very thick is the first thing that I noticed. So a little bit goes a long ways, I would say. That is one swipe and it is very pigmented. But yeah, I love the color. Kind of reminds me of the lip color that I'm wearing today. So if you're into this look, I feel like this color would be very similar. We'll see how it dries down, but I'm excited. I have not seen something from Urban Decay that really excited me in a long time, and I feel like this might be the product. Okay, quickly let's go over some skincare and then we will be done. From Dermalogica, I picked up this Daily Milk Foliant. It is a calming oat-based powder exfoliant. Once again, unique, innovative, different for my collection, so it really intrigued me to purchase it. So yeah, this is a powder product. You basically dispense it into wet hands to create like a creamy texture and then massage it onto your face for an exfoliating experience. I have tried a couple different powder products like this and I'm always really intrigued by them. It kind of makes skincare a little bit fun, which is why I like it. And Dermalogica is one of my favorite brands of all time for skincare. I did not ever think that I would say that, but they have sent me a lot of their products in PR and I have been really impressed with all of them. Their vitamin C line is amazing. In the past couple years, I've really come to like that brand. So that's why I wanted to try out their version of a powder exfoliant. Couple products by Ole Henriksen. The first is the Banana Bright Sun-Kissed Face Primer. I love the Banana Bright line from Ole Henriksen. It is one of my favorites. It's vitamin C based. It's really good for dark spots and any hyperpigmentation, which I struggle a lot with. So that's why I like it. I also have like a lot of like dark areas around my eyes. So as much vitamin C as I can get, I'm gonna take it. So this is actually a newer version of their Banana Bright Primer, which I have used up. I don't have it anymore because I used it completely and I haven't repurchased it, although I did really like it. I just have a lot of other stuff to try. But this is a newer version because it actually has a self-tanning component in the primer. I love that because every day I apply this, I'm also getting a self-tanner as well on my face. I don't usually put a lot of self-tanner on my face and I apply sunscreen like crazy when I'm outside because I don't really like to get sunburn on my face, and I also have a lot of freckles that I don't really want to multiply either. So yeah, this is just going to be great. It has self-tanner, vitamin C, and banana powder inspired pigments. Just a cool product that kind of combines skincare and makeup into one step. And then the other product is the Firmly Yours Toning Dry Body Oil. It's supposed to firm and strengthen skin with elderberry oil, sweet white lupin extract, and vegan peptides. So it says it's a quick absorbing body oil that firms and improves elasticity as it infuses skin with instant and all-day hydration. I've been looking for a dry body oil. There were a few options on the Sephora website. I ultimately went with this one just because I do trust this brand. It's a brand that I've purchased for years and I really like all of the products that I have tried from them. I just have really dry skin right now and I'm just looking for the most intense hydration I can get. And I feel like even more than a lotion or a body butter, a body oil is really gonna help me achieve that. So yeah, that's why I went with this product. The packaging looks super cool. It literally just comes in a little dropper like that, so you can just drop it onto your legs and rub it in. You could also do this with a dry brush to improve circulation. That's another good use for a dry body oil, is to just really buff it in with a dry brush. Like I said, that also has really good benefits for dry skin and blood circulation, cellulite, all sorts of things. Last product we have here is from Laneige, and it is their new flavor or scent of the lip sleeping mask. It is in mango, which is perfect for summertime. I love Laneige. I love their lip sleeping masks. I use them almost probably every other night before bed because my lips get so dry, so I always am needing to replenish them. Overnight is just the best way to do that because during the day I'm usually not wearing makeup or wearing liquid lipsticks and a lot of other products that seem to dry my lips out. So this is a great way to just put some hydration back in them. So here is what the packaging looks like. It is a pretty good amount for how much you need, because when you're using this, you really don't need a lot at all. I mean, a little goes a long way. Probably the first time you use this, you'll use a little too much and then you'll be like, oh, that was a little much, because it gets very like oily and it can spread out like around around your lips. But anyways, yeah, it's a great product and I think the value is actually pretty good for the size of the container and how little you need each time you use it. The mango scent smells good, but it's very, very subtle. Like I don't really smell a ton of mango, so that's either a good or a bad thing. If you were really excited about the mango scent, I wouldn't get too excited because it's not really intense, but it's a good thing if you're not that into scents, then this one might be a good option because it's not overpowering. All right, you guys, that about sums it up for my Sephora haul. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what products you have recently picked up from Sephora or which out of these products you are eyeing now. I'm excited to kind of dive into the ones I haven't tried yet and keep you guys updated on my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As I mentioned earlier, everything will be linked in the description box below, including the Sephora Beauty Insider program. And once again, thank you to Sephora for sponsoring today's video. I had so much fun creating this video and chatting about all of these beauty products. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any of my future videos. And that's about it. So I love you guys all very much and I will talk to you really soon in my next video. Bye!